Yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright, Will.
Who's this Will Reynolds?
Is he worried about Will Reynolds?
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are back at Rookery Waters and it is the Thursday Open. So I've managed to persuade Tom Cole to be our victim again, so he's kindly stepped up to be our matchman today. So we're going to video Tom, so that will be great. Now we have a slight problem. It's not really a problem. The problem is that obviously we arranged these filmings to coincide with people's work programme, and Tom's got today off, and it just so happens that we're back on Crow, which isn't ideal for what we wanted. However, we thought we're going to continue because this will be quite good, because we can now see Crow develop from when Tom was fishing early September to now mid-October. So it'll be quite interesting to see what his tactics are today and how the lake has changed over the last 6 weeks. So stay tuned, we'll see how he gets on. I've told him no pressure today, but he needs a first place.
It's a lot cooler than last time. Like, I know it was a bit windy when we were on Crow last time, but it's getting cooler, and I think really we're going to want to be fishing maggots. I've got a load, like I don't normally take maggots to Crow in the summer, but we've got a gallon of maggots to throw in, and because as it's getting cooler you start fishing baits more like maggots, and I'm going to fish and I'm going to feed less bait. I fed a load of bait last time and it didn't really work. Got some worms to try as well. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Just setting up, we'll just take a quick break here because Alex has just delivered some maggots, so I'm just going to grab him quickly and see what he thinks Tom's chances are today, because we've discovered something as we started the filming. Who's this Will Reynolds?
Is he worried about Will Reynolds?
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he's a very good angler, is Will. He's on peg 7, so we'll see. Bit calmer down there though, Tom. The wind's up this end. Yeah, I think yours should be quite happy with his peg today. Okay.
What do you rate his chances as?
Well, he's got USAT behind him, so that is a big hindrance, isn't it, Tom?
So we're back here at Rookery Waters today at Pidley. We're back on Crow Lake. I've drawn peg 24, which I'm very happy about because it's the end peg. The wind's blowing down this way, and yeah, it's looking good. It's going to be a bit different to last time though, because it's a lot cooler than when we did our last live match. It was very windy that day. I don't think the wind's going to be so much of a problem today, because it's not as strong. So we'll be able to fish how we want to fish. So I've set up a few optimistic shallow rigs, got either edge, and we're going to, obviously the feeder was really good for us last time, but we did have a bit of a small fish problem. We'd be silly not to chuck that though, because it got us lots of bites last time. So yeah, we're going to approach it a little bit differently and keep it fairly simple. And hopefully we catch some bigger fish, and hopefully we do well today.
Vinny with me. What peg you on today, boy?
I'm on 15.
You fancy your chances?
I'll get a few bites, but I think it'd be one up the higher pegs.
So we've told Tom that if he doesn't win, we're going to throw him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is about right?
Is that about right? Yeah. Well, good luck today.
Thanks.
Okay, I've nobbled Simon as well. Morning, sir. How are you?
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
What peg number are you on today?
3.
Ooh, not a bad draw.
It can be alright.
Yeah. It's
Not as good as Tom's.
You reckon he's going to
He'd empty it up there.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's a bit cold down that end.
Is it?
Yeah. I've got my thermals on, mate, and I'm chilly.
Bit of luck they're up here then.
You know, it's a bit calmer, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah. Well, good luck.
Cheers, mate.
I plumbed up along the far bank as well. Quite slick. So you can literally see the bottom there. So people like casting here, it's like inches deep. Where I'm going to pick the these up. That's where I'm going to fish my feeder, where it's like, what's that? Well, that's my foot marker, so it's about 15 inch, 14 inch, something like that. So that's where we're going to fish our method feeder today. I've started short on pellets. So just fed about 10 4-meals with an expander on the hook, and we're just going to see what's there. I think there's pretty similar to last time, except like last time I was trying to be clever and catch a big fish on meat short early on, and that didn't work. So especially with it being cooler now, I've just gone with pellets. And yeah, we're just going to give this 5 or 10 minutes and see if there's anything about. See if we can get any bites. It's towing a fair bit right to left with the wind. Oh, a little stab. Yep. Little carp, top lip. Same again, expander. So fishing a 4-meal expander and feeding sort of 10 4-meals. All that in. Feed our bait, a little bit of a height. Swing our rig right to left. Just let that drag in. I think one of the mistakes I made last time as well is I fed a lot of bait on that long pole, like trying to catch them shallow really. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to feed a few pellets on it, but not loads, because I don't think it's going to be, I think it's too cold for shallow really. You turn the camera on and I'll get a tangle. Patience. Just need a bite now. I think we'll be on the feeder soon. Don't like it. Yeah. They're small fish as well. See if we can catch a few on this. I think the problem we had last time was we had a small fish problem last time, didn't we? See if it's the same up this end. I'll start throwing a load of maggots here. Weird. Maybe I'm just not patient enough. The last time we get them bite well quick, weren't we? Right, so basically I had a set plan, and what is actually happening is the opposite of what I thought it was going to be. So I started on pellets short and had 2 quite quickly. Then that went a bit funny, just getting the odd liner and, you know, not proper bites. So went on the long pole, and I can't hold it basically. I'm only fishing 12.5 metres, and I can't hold it because of the wind, so I had to sack that off. We're going to keep chucking this feeder, and I think the plan for the day is going to be this feeder, then I'm throwing maggots short now, and then I'm going to fish in 2 different depths down this left hand side here, and throw some maggots in here. I think the mistake I've made with this lake in the past, like especially like when we came last month, was I tried to fish it like a completely different lake, but like the fish in it are from the other lakes. So I'm just going to fish down this edge like I would the other lakes here at Rookery. And that is the plan. This feeder is short and down this edge, and hopefully we can tick along on this feeder and catch some better fish short and in the edge. Dong dong. I like it too. I ain't got enough wines. So I mean, like these little F1s don't weigh anything. Is that pound and a half? Something like that. Yeah, we're an hour in. My thought process is hopefully I can fish this feeder for the next hour or so, maybe hopefully a bit longer, because all I can really do is fish this feeder short or in the edge really, so it's made things a bit simple. I'm hoping to get a few bites on this, tick over on this, and then I'll catch some bigger fish or a lot more fish short and in the edge later on. It's noticeably more difficult than last time though. Like last time you chuck the feeder out and you get a bite within 30 seconds. I think today it's going to be a case of waiting a bit more for bites, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, hopefully we can tick along on this for the next hour or so and see how it goes from there.
Okay, quick update. I'm absolutely frozen. I've come back into the calf to warm up and get a cup of tea. It is Baltic down the far end of the lake, and Tom's results are showing so as well. He's trying everything, bless him, and he's catching the odd fish on every line he's tried, but it's just not happening. It's not happening quick enough. And some of the fish are really small because they're responding to the maggots. So I'll come back and find him in about half an hour's time once I can feel my toes again, and we'll see how he's getting on. It was interesting talking to one or two of the anglers on the way back to the calf, and it seems that the guy on peg 1 is doing very well, which is on the back of the wind and very sheltered. So complete opposite to what everyone thought. It looks like a lot of the fish are actually at the top end of the lake. Nothing works. Top end of the lake on the back of the wind. So things might develop in the last 3 hours, but it's a lot cooler than we anticipated, and it just shows you the fish do respond to the wind and the water temperature.
So a bit of an update. We've flitted around doing a little bit of everything. We've fished a feeder, fished long, fished short, and just out of curiosity I tried down this edge. I've just had two or three dead quick, just fishing worms and feeding maggots, and having to wait quite a long time for bites, but the three I've had have all been sort of £5 plus, which like really bumped me weight up. So I'm going to persevere down here for a little bit longer, and hopefully we get a few more bites. Hopefully we have a good finish. We've got about £45 at the moment, so yeah, hopefully we can catch a few more and finish off the match nicely. We've got about 2 hours left, so hopefully we get a few more bites doing this. I had one more bite on the method feeder, and that was it. I kept chucking it, and no more bites for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe they just don't want to be where I'm chucking it. Good thing about where I'm fishing is you can see when there's one there. It's only shallow.
See the tails here?
Yeah, a bit of like water movement, a few swirls, that sort of thing. It's like you just get one or two coming though, you don't get loads coming. Where have all the fishies gone?
I think it's me there.
Cameraman's curse. La da da dee. Must be curse of the camera. No, we'd get one eventually. This is what it was like when you weren't here. Go in, get a bite, catch a fish. I'll blame somebody. Yeah. Stab it in. What I keep telling you, it's what I was catching when you weren't here. You missed all the action earlier on. You're a part-time cameraman. No. We got him. We got him. You can see them when they're there, so it's like you know that they're there. case of trying to hook them. £3, £4. No, there's one much bigger than that. To be fair, the wind's actually worse today than it was last time, I think. A colder wind rather than a warm wind. I thought southwesterly winds were supposed to be warm winds. Right, so I've just dropped down to the deeper water on my margin. I've got 2 different rigs set up for 2 different depths. Got one that's 16 inch and one that's just under 2.5 foot. So, earlier on I was seeing a lot of fish in the shallower water, and I've stopped seeing them. So I've just dropped onto this deeper rig to see if there's anything deeper down. Just throwing a few maggots, fishing 3 or 4 maggots on the hook. See if we can catch a few doing that. If not, we'll go back up to 16 inch. It's just nice to have 2 different rigs. But one will be right on the day, and one will be better than the other. So a little 0.2 float, a slim carbon. See if there's anything deeper down. If not, we'll be straight back on the other rig. You know when you try something and instantly regret it? We'll give it a couple of minutes, but I think the bigger fish are coming in shallower water though. I bet if I catch one here, it'll be a smaller fish, I bet. Just seen a tail in between me and where I'm fishing. Yeah, this is wrong. wrong. Right, so we've got about 10 minutes left. So I think I made a bit of a mistake today, to be honest, because all like through the summer I've fished like sort of a 50-50 mix of ground bait and micros, but I think today they've just wanted a bit of ground bait, like less food content. Like micros are brilliant in the summer because they keep fishing your peg and they like, stay a bit longer, but I think today, where they've not really wanted to feed, ground bait on its own would have been the best thing for it. That 10 minutes to go.
10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny. What weight do you reckon you got?
60, something like that. Maybe a bit more.
After the first hour, it's not a bad comeback, is it?
Not really. We didn't really catch a lot in the first hour at all, did we? Oh, he ain't happy. Oh. Oh. Got a marlin. Is it a marlin? What are the ones that jump? Marlin?
Yeah, tarpon.
Tarpon. Ooh. Right. One of your 10-pounders. I used to go to a place local where every bream you caught did that. You go there in the summer, you catch a jumping skimmer every chuck.
That's quite impressive.
I've never seen anything like that. Not with a carp anyway, like skimmers do it quite a lot.
Do you reckon that's a unit?
Well, we know how big it is, the one that jumped out. We know which one it is. I think he's foul up though, that's the problem. We'll take that. Foul up in the tail. I don't know. What, £8, something like that. Can I put the worm in as well? Extra ounce. Yeah. Spare bucket, jam jar.
Dead.
Every ounce counts.
Yeah, you will say that when they're all £6 piece.
Yeah, boy. $33.14.
Yeah, 2 ounces.
Happy?
Dunno. I'll tell you after.
Compared to how the first hour and a half.
Someone would have caught up the other end out of the wind. Yeah. But is it sections today?
Top 3.
Top 3. No chance.
More than you said.
Outrageous.
5.10.
A hard for £85. Right, okay, right, we'll just have a quick talk through what we've done today. Basically, bait wise, we've just got some white maggots, got a few reds in there, but mainly whites. Now it's getting colder, we'll start having a few more reds, but all through the summer, and this time of year, white maggots. Then we've got some 4mm pellets, tried them out on the short pole to start off with, and then we were going to fish them on the long pole later on as well, but that didn't really work. We've got some 6mm for the hook. They're just 6mm squittings. Then got some worms to the hook. They don't look too good now, but worms have been pretty good on the hook today. Two or three worms. And then that's just me. It started off as a method mix with just like micros and bit of ground bait, but just weighted that down a bit just to add a bit more weight to it to get it on the bottom. And talking through what we've set up today, we've got a little 9-foot feeder rod. That's a Shimano Speedmaster. It's my old Map 4000 reel. Nice clutch on that. Got 8-pound main line, and then to that we've just got a little Preston 30-gram method feeder with a Guru elasticated stem. We've got a 017 power line to a 12 QM1 on that. Then I can band a 4 or 6mm pellet on that. Stick that back on there. That's the feeder setup. That's the same as last time, so that doesn't really change on here. And then I suppose best rig today, margin rig wise, got 14 hybrid elastic. We've got 017 main line. We've got 2 number 8 back shots and a little 0.4 DT muddy float down to 5 number 8s. We've just got a little 4-inch hook length of 015 with a 14 Guru Kaizen hook. That's been best rig today for just fishing down this edge at about top 5. We've got a little bit of a deeper rig, same sort of thing, so 14 hybrid elastic again, little DT carbon slim float, bulk number 10s and a number 10 dropper. They've got 015 and a 16 hook on that. That's just for a little bit deeper. I thought they'd want to be in that today, but they wanted to be in the shallower water for some reason. So that's just over 2 foot.
It's a bit orange over here, isn't it? He's owning up to 70 to 80 pounds already, Alex.
Normally about 20 pound now. Top out. 37. 8.
Yeah. You do it then. 8902.
Say that again, buddy.
8902.
8902. Brilliant.
Started off on a feeder today, but it ain't been, to be honest, I don't think I've persevered with it long enough really. Caught a couple of fish on it, but it weren't great. It went on a pole, but I should have really, well, the way the conditions have been, gone back on the feeder. I've caught some fish on a pole, but like I say, you foul look a lot with the way the wind's been. Presentation ain't been great. And then late on, last hour and a half, I've started to nick a few fish short on maggots. I've not fished it right in the edge, they've not come that close, but sort of a metre or 2 off the bank, just throwing some maggots in and just been patient really, and that's been the way I've caught. So.
Pound.
Oh, £50?
Yeah.
Is that all you're confessing to?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got £50 in that net?
No. I'm old one.
Everyone in yours is massive.
No.
So 24. 6.
7802.
Well done, Simon.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Well done, well done. Steve, come here, I'll have a word with you. Come here. Yeah, come here. Why? You know why. Come on, come here. Right, I've got this young gentleman here. This is Steve Hayward, and we were having a cup of tea at 10:10 in the calf. What time does the match start, Steve?
Half past. Is it half past?
It's 10:30, yeah. And had you even got to your peg yet?
Yeah, I had 10 minutes set up. So.
Well, beforehand?
Yeah.
No, you didn't tell me that bit.
I had 10 minutes set up, which that's quite early
No,
for
you-
me.
No, we had a cup of tea at 10:10. You haven't been down here yet.
No.
You got here with 10 minutes to go before the start.
Yeah.
And that was.
That's enough.
and you come second.
Yes.
Awesome fishing, well done, buddy.
Thank you very much.
That's really good.
So we've just finished the match here at Rookery Waters. I've ended up with £85, which has been enough for third again, but there's been an £86 and Will Reynolds won the match with £89. So initially I was really happy with that, but then when I found out how close it was, I was a bit, you know, you can always catch a few more. But looking back, maybe I could have persevered on the feeder a bit more if we're being really critical, but I'm happy with third, and I'm happy with what I've caught from the peg, because I think they've been off the back of the wind today. They haven't been in the wind today at all. It's been a cold wind, and I think those up the other end of the lake have had it sort of like off the back of the wind. It's been a bit warmer, I think. Yeah, so £85, third again. Happy with that really. We've not had as many fish this time, but we've had bigger fish down the edge. We've pretty much fished down the edge for the majority of the match. So yeah, happy with that, and we'll try again next time.